On behalf of the Board of Directors of Gulfside Assembly, we present God's Amazing Grace, a video about Gulfside Assembly and its ministry. We too hope that you will be inspired to support this vital ministry through the advance.
In a time when racial divisions threatened to weaken the church's power for good, there arose a place where people, regardless of color, could go to have their spirits renewed, their minds nourished. It was a place where men, women, and children found grace, God's amazing grace, at a place known as Gulfside. Gulfside Assembly began in the heart of one man, Robert E. Jones. A bishop of the Methodist Episcopal Church, he served an Episcopal area that included parts of Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. In 1923, while speaking at a white Methodist campground in Ohio, Bishop Jones wondered, why not create a similar meeting place for black Methodists? It was a vision that would define his ministry. With a soldier's courage and a pastor's heart, Bishop Jones assembled some of the church's leaders and set his dream in motion. He negotiated the purchase and lease of several hundred acres of land on the Mississippi Gulf Coast in Waveland, a resort town 55 miles from New Orleans. The purchase included a house which was once used by Andrew Jackson, but it was in disrepair. Bishop Jones gathered ministers and construction workers to restore the old building, and in May of that year, Gulfside formally became the nation's first black Methodist assembly. A spectacular event. Opening day featured a picnic and an open house. Special trains brought visitors from as far away as Memphis.
I was about 4 years old, on what they used to have excursions used to come over here and have train loads of people. I can remember getting off the train out there. I was just excited because and then seeing the water coming over the hill and seeing the water, that was quite exciting.
It was the only place blacks could go, and so on the beach to get beach experiences. And so we had to come through the back of the woods to get out here because we weren't allowed to walk in the front of the beach. So this is where we got a chance to say, I could go back and tell my friends I went to the beach for the summer.
Bishop Jones saw Gulfside as more than just a place for recreation. He envisioned a place where the mind would be challenged and the spirit fed.
When my father and mother came to Waveland, there was no school, no public school for blacks. And we had to go to private school. Then Gulfside came in 23. Well, then I came out here to school, and I've been a part of Gulfside ever since.
During its first few years, Gulfside hosted camps for persons of all ages, conference events, public school teacher training, religious education workshops, summer theology sessions for pastors, YMCA and YWCA activities, and a year-round school for underprivileged boys. All this, in addition to an impressive recreational program, meant Gulfside had become vital to the life and mission of the church. Gulfside was one of the original ministries of the Advance for Christ and his church.
It became kind of an oasis for Methodism, especially this was probably the only place on the coast where black and white folks could get together.
And through the years, Gulfside has offered something for just about everyone, including young people. Countless young men and women attended school or camp here. heard the Word of God, and dedicated their lives to Christian service. Time and time again, ministers and lay people told of experiences at Gulfside that changed their lives forever.
And just started attending there and just helping with events, whether it was doing workshops or whatever. And my spiritual growth just developed from different things. And Gulfside was a big influence on what God was calling me to do.
I was born and raised on Gulfside Assembly. Spiritually, I've gotten a lot of training here. My children have been trained here. My mother talks about it fondly when she used to come.
When you walked on the grounds, you knew or you felt that you were walking on holy ground, that you were in the presence of the Spirit, and that captured you and motivated you to return to your home and your workplace to be a better witness for Jesus Christ.
Throughout Gulfside's 75-year history, God's grace has continued through new programs, larger facilities, and a renewed commitment to education. Part of Gulfside's ongoing commitment to education is through programs such as its annual college fair. Here, thousands of young men and women have decided to attend college.
What's so special about Gulfside is the people and the way they feel about the youth and about education. What inspired me to go to college was my parents and people like the people who work at Gulfside. I've seen them work with children, work with people. I always try to do something better for society.
Gulfside it's always been about education. It was started about education. And I think continuing on in that tradition is very necessary.
Whenever a young person turns his or her eyes toward education, Bishop Jones's dream of an enlightened generation of African Americans is realized. Gulfside has endured tragedy. In the 40s, a fire destroyed the old Jackson house, and in 1969, Hurricane Katrina destroyed many buildings. But through the work of thousands and the ongoing support through the Advance for Christ and His Church, Gulfside has weathered the storms.
We want to restore what we have because there's a need for places of this size, affordable places where local church people can come.
It's a national center and has a special relationship to the southeastern jurisdiction and to the south central jurisdiction. And we really understand ourselves as being partners in ministry.
As with any institution, Gulfside continues to change with the times. Today, after-school programs open the door to a whole new generation.
We have teachers that are giving us feedback on how well the program is going. We have parents that are telling us about the program. It makes us feel good that we are doing something here at Gulfside that are reaching out to the community and back to the schools.
It's kind of like an opportunity for the kids in this area along the Gulf Coast and Louisiana and some Texas to come out here and relive that heritage that is so special.
Gulfside's timeless appeal continues to attract people to come and renew themselves. In the chapel, 3 generations of United Methodists come together to share their Gulfside experiences.
This is a place of historical importance. It represents an extension of the family. It represents giving people new experiences and exposures they otherwise wouldn't have had. It gave the ministers a chance to capture us at a time when they had our total attention. It gave citizens a chance to be involved with the youth and to show them how much they really cared and loved them. All of those things are represented by Gulfside.
In one brief shining moment, by sea and shore, this 75th anniversary dinner becomes a celebration and a gathering place to honor those Christians whose legacy lives within us and around us.
Gulfside, to me, was the oasis in the desert of segregation, where people of all backgrounds and all cultures and all races could come together and share with each other as God had intended for it to be. And now Gulfside still stands, not just for black folks. It is an institution and a place where God's people can come together, and a place where we can be inspired as others have been inspired to be what God would want us to be.
As we look across the ocean of history at a sea of faces, past and present, who can know how Gulfside has touched people's lives? Who can know how far one man's reach can extend to a time beyond his own, to a place where countless generations can come and find God's amazing grace, a place called Gulfside.
I see retirement homes built by United Methodist. I see more outdoor activities, walking trails, a swimming pool, a lake.
Gulfside is a symbol for all of us as United Methodists of some of the history that we've had around racial issues and race relations, and that a healthy Gulfside is a symbol for us that we need to continue working at those issues.
The mission of Gulfside has always been to nurture people in spirit and in mind and body. And it's done that, it's still doing that, it will continue to do that.
You can help Gulfside United Methodist Assembly continue to touch people's lives through the Advance for Christ and His Church. Your gift to Advance Project 761-337-2 will enrich mission education, encourage spiritual renewal, train clergy and lay leaders, and nurture persons of all ages. Make the choice to support Gulfside through second mile giving. Your generosity will make a difference.